Playing golf professionally has got a few of its problems, and one of my dear friends here, Jaco van Zyl, you've been playing this game for a long time, and in that time you've come across a couple of challenges. So we're not going to talk about your mental state, we're going to talk about physical stuff. I remember a couple of years ago you finished second in the Turkish Open. You came out of that and you had a hand injury. And how did that all work out, and what happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's very concerning. You use your whole body to do our work, and yeah, I mean, I got diagnosed with a tendon, and long story short, it ended up being a fracture 4 months later. So, that was almost a year out of the game. And yeah, I mean, it didn't stop there. I've had 3 knee surgeries. I've had a spinal fusion, and yeah, I had to withdraw from this week because of a pinched nerve in the spine again. So it looks like I'm going to be under the knife again, either Saturday or Sunday night.
And I think, contrary to what a lot of people think, I know you go to gym, you train hard, you stretch, and it's part of your routine. And still these things happen. I know you probably sort of like, in the back end of this amazing career on the normal tour, you're getting ready for the Champions Tour. But still, you're still doing all of these things despite what people think.
Yeah, no, you do. You got to look after your body, and, it's watching your weight, and, just really looking after yourself. It's very different to your normal 8 to 5 job where, you got a sore hand, you still go in and you can still do your work, We got a sore back, we got to take a rest, and we got to take a break. So yeah, you do try and do the right things and work with biokineticists and, do your proper preparation before you tee it up. But unfortunately, there are things that are going to happen that's out of your control.
Well, I think from a weekend golfer person, you never see guys warm up, and if they do warm up, they're warming up with a driver, which is all against the grain. But for the young players, what is your advice to some of the young players that have aspirations of playing on the tour and at the same time are already making a career out of playing golf?
Yeah, I think, when you're young, you feel like you're indestructible, and, you play rugby and you play tennis and you play cricket and you go run, and, you kind of do all of those things without warming up, because the body is not telling you to warm up. But when you get to your mid-30s, the body starts talking to you, and by the time you get to your mid-40s, the body's shouting at you. So, obviously you want to look after yourself. I only started stretching really late 20s, so I've been doing it for a long time, and like I say, I'm trying to do the right things, but unfortunately things happen.
And then I think probably the last point is, over time you change your equipment. Your swing speeds change, your ability to hit shots changes. How important it is for you to have changed your equipment over time?
Yeah, no, very important. I think it's more so from about 35. You start losing a little bit of flexibility. You try your utmost best to keep that flexibility, but nature takes over, and your strength goes a little bit and your speed goes a little bit. So there's plenty of technology to keep you up and running. You just got to stay with it.
Well, it's great advice from a gentleman who has played a long time on the tour. He's a multiple winner. He represented South Africa around the world, and we really hope you get better soon.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.